Life has this quiet way of teaching us what truly matters. And sometimes, in the middle of all the noise, the struggle, the broken places we try so hard to hide, there is a presence that heals us, lifts us, and reminds us that we are not walking this world alone. Women, I really need you. Not in a selfish way, not in a way that takes or demands, but in a way that honors the strength you carry, the kindness you give, even when your own heart is tired, the hope you offer when the world feels heavy. Your compassion is not an accessory to life, it is life. Your love, your intuition, your courage, they shape us, save us, and sometimes even rescue us from ourselves. So today, I want to speak from a place of gratitude, from a place of deep, honest love. Because without you, the world would be missing its most beautiful light. Sometimes life pauses in front of you, almost like it's asking you to listen to something you've been ignoring for far too long. In that pause, in that quiet moment where everything becomes honest, you start to notice the small things you took for granted, the quiet gestures, the whispers that meant more than any grand proclamation. You realize who has carried you, healed you, and guided you through every version of yourself, especially the broken ones. You realize the hands that held you when no one else did, the eyes that stayed awake so you could sleep peacefully, the hearts that gave without asking, the souls that showed up even when it wasn't convenient. Women, I really need you. Not in a way that owns, not in a way that takes, not in a way that cages your freedom or dims your light. I need you in the way a heart needs understanding, in the way a heart needs understanding, in the way a soul needs gentleness, in the way a tired spirit needs a place where it can collapse without judgment. I need you in the way the world needs sunlight after a storm, in the way silence after a storm, in the way silence after chaos can heal, in the way a lullaby can soothe when words are not enough. You are the softness the world tries so hard to hide, the strength it forgets to honor, the love it doesn't always know how to receive, and yet you keep giving it, you keep offering it, you keep being a reminder that humanity has not lost its soul. You've stood in storms that weren't yours, carrying burdens no one recognized, shielding others from harm even while your own walls were crumbling. Shielding others from harm even while your own walls were crumbling. You've smiled through battles that should have broken you, offered kindness in moments where you deserved rest, and given pieces of your heart to people who never learned how to hold them. Still, you love. Still, you rise. Still, you bring light into places that don't know how to create their own. You show us that resilience is not just endurance, it's art, it's grace, it's quiet rebellion against a world that would rather make people cold and fearful. And I don't think you hear this enough. Your presence changes the temperature of a room. Your laughter resurrects parts of people they thought were gone. Your, your tears teach the world that vulnerability is not weakness, but a doorway to truth. Your love, quiet, patient, unspoken, is often the reason someone survives their darkest night. You teach strength, not by force, but by staying soft while standing tall. You show courage not by loud declarations, but by waking up every day and giving life everything you have. You are a mirror of hope, reflecting back to the world the light it forgot existed. There's a kind of beauty in you that isn't made of appearances or perfection. Music. It's made of the way you care, the way you protect, the way you make a person feel like they matter. It's made of the courage to give love again after being hurt, and the grace to forgive even when you deserve someone fighting for you. It's made of patience when the world demands haste, of warmth when the world expects cold, of faith when the world expects cold, of faith when the world doubts. Your beauty is not in what the eye can see, but in what the heart can feel. And that feeling lingers, it transforms. It stays long after you've walked away. When I say I need you, I mean I need the warmth you bring without even trying. I need the sincerity in your voice when you speak from your heart. I need the honesty in your eyes when everything around me feels uncertain. I need the comfort of knowing that someone believes in me even when I can't believe in myself. I need the patience that waits for me to stumble and rise again. The understanding that doesn't rush forgiveness, the compassion that sees not just what I am, but what I could become if I am loved fully, openly, unconditionally. Your love, it's not loud, but it's powerful. It doesn't demand attention, it creates peace. It doesn't seek control, it brings balance. It doesn't fill a void, it awakens something real. It awakens something real, something human. You understand things without needing explanations. You feel the world deeply, sometimes too deeply, and yet you keep loving it anyway. That kind of heart is rare. That kind of soul is irreplaceable. You are a sanctuary that even the most restless spirits can find refuge in, and yet the world rarely pauses to thank you. It rarely honors the weight you carry or the miracles you perform with your existence alone. I've seen you lift others in ways they never noticed. I've seen you break quietly so no one else would. I've seen you choose compassion where others would choose anger. I've seen you give hope to people who didn't even know how to ask for it. And that is why I stand here, stripped of ego and pretense, wanting to say the things that often go unspoken. Because what you are is extraordinary, and it is needed. Every ounce of your tenderness, every fragment of your courage, every echo of your laughter, every echo of your laughter, every trace of your tears, they are needed. I need your wisdom, your softness, your fire, your clarity, your resilience, Dick. I need the way you teach love just by being yourself. I need the way you make life feel like it's something more than survival. I need the way you remind me that even in the chaos, there's still tenderness left to hold on to. You are the quiet revolution of kindness in a world that sometimes seems deaf to it. You are the reminder that there is still beauty in patience, power in gentleness, and courage in grace. Women, I really need you, not to complete me, but to help me stay human. Not to save me, but to help me remember what love feels like when it's real, patient, gentle, and true. Because your love is not something the world should overlook. It's something it should learn from. Your existence is a lesson in bravery, a hymn in humility, a guide in hope. And I know that every time I forget, every time I stumble, every time I stumble, every time I fail, your presence has already whispered the reminder that love is not about possession, it is about presence. That giving is not about possession, that giving is not about measurement, it is about intention. That strength is not about dominance, it is about intention. And it is about intention. Not the loud kind that people applaud, but the quiet kind that keeps breathing, keeps forgiving, keeps caring, keeps loving, keeps believing, keeps shining even when there is no audience. That is the kind of courage the world should study, should emulate, should celebrate. And yet it is often taken for granted. And still you rise, and still you give, and still you love. And it is because of that that I need you. I need the way your love teaches patience, the way your hope teaches courage, the way your presence teaches humanity. Music. I need the way your faith teaches trust. The wah. Your empathy teaches understanding. The way your warmth teaches peace. I need the way your warmth teaches peace. I need the way your mind teaches wisdom. The way your soul teaches depth. The way your heart teaches me what it means to truly live. And when the world feels harsh, unkind, unforgiving, you are the reminder that there is softness, there is light, there is love. You have an energy that carries without effort, a power that heals without force, a grace that teaches without words. You are not just a part of the world, you are a part of its pulse, its rhythm, its heartbeat. Without you, the melody is incomplete. Without you, the colors fade. Without you, the colors fade. Without you, the world forgets what it means to care. And that is why I say, again, in the deepest part of my soul, women, I really need you. I need your laughter that breaks walls. I need your tears that mend hearts. I need your tears that mend hearts. I need your patience that calms storms. I need your love that restores faith. I need your courage that inspires change. I need your honesty that illuminates truth. I need your tenderness that teaches strength. I need your tenderness that teaches strength. I need your presence that reminds me of what is real. And I know that the world cannot always see it, that people may not always appreciate it, that life may not always make it easy. But still, you continue. Still, you rise. Still, you shine. And that is why I need you. Because without your light, I would stumble in the shadows. Without your voice, I would lose my way in the noise. Without your love, I would forget what it feels like to be alive in the fullest sense. Without your patience, I would surrender too easily. Without your courage, I would doubt too deeply. Without your faith, I would doubt too deeply. Without your faith, I would fear too much. Without your presence, I would feel alone. And yet here you are, giving, loving, loving, showing up, being human in the most profound, beautiful, irreplaceable way. And that is why I need you. Because the world needs you. Because I need you. Because you love, the purest, most honest kind of love, exists because of you and through you and around you. You are the reminder that life is not just to be survived, but to be felt deeply, fully, and completely. You are the echo of hope, the embodiment of resilience, the definition of grace. And I need that. I need that because it is rare. I need that because it is rare. I need that because it is rare. I need that because it awakens what is best in me, what is best in others, what is best in others, what is best in the world. I need your laughter, your tears, your patience, your courage, your honesty, your tenderness, your presence. I need the rhythm you bring, the melody you carry, the light you shine, the love you give, the light you shine, the love you give, the hope you hold, the faith you sustain. I need the way you make ordinary moments extraordinary. I need the way you make fleeting seconds eternal. I need the way you make love, not just a word, but a living, breathing force that moves through the world and leaves it better than it found it. There are moments in life when you realize that some presences are not just important, they are essential. That some people are not just companions, they are anchors. That some hearts are not just comforting, they are the very foundation upon which the world rests. And women, I really need you. Not in the way that the world often misunderstands need, not in the way that possession or demand could ever define it. I need you in a way that honors the infinite depth of your being, the quiet power of your presence, the boundless generosity of your love. I need you because life without your influence is like a sky without stars, a sea without waves, a song without melody. You carry the weight of 1,000 untold stories, and yet you move with a grace that makes it seem effortless. You have known sorrow that would have shattered others, yet you rise each day with the courage to face not only your own struggles, but the struggles of those around you. You have given endlessly, sometimes with no acknowledgement, sometimes with no acknowledgement, sometimes with no recognition. And yet you keep giving because it is in your nature, because it is who you are. And that is why I need you, not because I can take from you, but because the world cannot bear to lose the light you bring. You are the unsung heroes of life, the ones who hold families together with invisible threads, the ones who quietly mend broken spirits, the ones who quietly mend broken spirits, the ones who teach the world how to care without expectation. Your love is a language all its own, spoken without words, understood without explanation, felt deeply by anyone who has ever been touched by it. And it is in that love, in that language, in that power, that I find myself needing you. Music, because you teach lessons that cannot be written in books. You teach lessons that cannot be spoken in speeches. You teach lessons in your actions, in your patience, in your patience, in your resilience, in your laughter, in your tears. You teach us what it means to give fully, to forgive freely, to hope endlessly, to love without hesitation, and to believe in something greater than ourselves. You show us what strength really is, not the kind that breaks, but the kind that endures, that bends without snapping, that heals without snapping, that heals without asking for recognition. I need the way you hold the world together with your presence, even when the world seems determined to unravel. I need the way you bring light into dark places, even when darkness feels insurmountable. I need the way you listen without judgment, speak without cruelty, and love without conditions. I need the way you teach patience by simply existing, how to forgive by simply smiling, how to hope by simply smiling, how to hope by simply showing up. Your strength is quiet. Though immeasurable, your love is endless, though it cannot be contained in any single moment. Your love is endless, though it cannot be contained in any single moment. You are the pulse that keeps hearts beating, the rhythm that keeps souls moving, the light that keeps the world from losing itself entirely. And that is why I need you, not as a possession, not as a duty, but as a necessity, a reminder, a force that shapes what it means to be human. You, women, I really need you because you remind us of what it is to feel deeply. You remind us of what it is to care genuinely. You remind us of what it is to care genuinely. You remind us that love is not a transaction, not a bargaining chip, not a bargaining chip, not a fleeting moment of convenience. It is a living, breathing force that grows stronger the more it is nurtured. You remind us that kindness is not weakness, that compassion is not weakness, that compassion is not surrender, that empathy is not limitation. You remind us that to give fully, to love without reservation, to stand unwavering in the face of adversity, is to be truly human. I need you because your presence teaches. Patience and patience and patience is the greatest gift one can give. I need you because your laughter teaches joy, and joy is the light that guides us through darkness. I need you because your tears teach empathy, and empathy is the bridge between hearts. I need you because your courage teaches resilience, and resilience is what allows us to rise, even when everything seems lost. I need you because your love teaches humanity, and humanity is the foundation of everything worth holding on to. You show up for people in ways that cannot be measured. You stay awake when others sleep. You stay awake when others take. You love when others withdraw. You sacrifice when others demand. In all of this, you do not ask for recognition, for reward, for applause. You do it because it is who you are, because it is the essence of your being, because it is the essence of your being, because it is the rhythm of your heart and the pulse of your soul. And that is why I need you, because your being itself is a gift, a guide, a sanctuary, a light that cannot be dimmed. Women, I really need you because you transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. You transform moments of despair into opportunities for hope. You transform pain into wisdom, struggle into resilience, and silence into understanding. You transform lives simply by being present, by being patient, by being kind, by being strong. And it is in that transformation, in that presence, in that essence, that the world and I find the sustenance to keep going, to keep believing, to keep loving, to keep striving. I need your understanding because it heals wounds that words cannot. Music, I need your patience because it steadies hearts that tremble in fear. I need your compassion because it fills spaces that emptiness has claimed. I need your courage because it inspires hearts that have forgotten how to fight. I need your hope because it rekindles dreams that have been abandoned. Because I need your love because it awakens the best parts of us. The parts that fear has silenced, the parts that fear has silenced, the parts that doubt has buried, the parts that time has tried to erode. You are the architects of hope, the keepers of faith, the bearers of love. You are the quiet strength that sustains families, communities, friendships, and lives. You are the gentle force that reshapes chaos into order, darkness into light, despair into possibility. And I need you because without your strength, without your love, without your guidance, the world would be poorer, hearts would be emptier, and souls would be weaker. You teach without preaching. You heal without demanding recognition. You give without demanding recognition. You give without expectation. You love without condition. You endure without complaint. You rise without fanfare. And in all of this, you do not ask to be needed. You simply are. And that is why I need you. Not to fulfill my desire, not to satisfy my longing, not to serve my ego, but because your being is a reminder of what life can be at its best, what love can be at its purest, what love can be at its purest, what humanity can be at its best, what love can be at its purest, what humanity. I need you because you make ordinary moments sacred. I need you because you make fleeting seconds eternal. I need you because you make fleeting seconds eternal. I need you because you make the impossible feel possible. I need you because you make life feel like something more than survival. I need you because you make love feel like more than a word. I need you because you make hope feel like more than a word. I need you because you make hope feel like more than a dream. I need you because your presence restores balance in a world that is often unkind. Your patience restores faith in a world that is often cruel. Your courage restores belief in a world that is often doubtful. Your love restores life in a world that is often lost. Your love restores life in a world that is often lost. You are not optional. You are essential. You are not secondary. You are primary. You are not just part of the story. You are the heartbeat of it. I need your tenderness because it softens hearts hardened by pain. I need your honesty because it illuminates truth. Where lies would otherwise prevail, I need your warmth because it brings comfort where coldness lingers. I need your wisdom because it guides decisions where confusion reigns. I need your strength because it inspires action where fear would paralyze. I need your resilience because it teaches endurance where despair threatens. I need your love because it reminds us that life is not just to exist, but to feel, to grow, to care, to give, to hope, and to be human in the fullest sense. You carry more than you are given credit for. You give more than is ever acknowledged. You love more than is ever seen. And you do it quietly, without expectation, without applause, without recognition, without reward. And it is precisely that quiet, that unseen, that selfless, that is why I need you, because the world needs examples of what true love looks like, what true strength looks like, what true strength looks like, what true patience looks like, what true patience looks like. And you embody all of it. Women, I really need you because you remind us what it means to live fully. You remind us what it means to live fully. You remind us what it means to care deeply. You remind us what it means to care deeply. You remind us what it means to endure gracefully. You remind us what it means to hope relentlessly. You remind us what it means to hope relentlessly. You remind us what it means to be human in the truest, most beautiful sense. You are not just part of life, you are life itself in all its depth, its complexity, its grace, its love, and its light. And I need you because your existence is a reminder that there is still beauty in patience, power in gentleness, courage in grace, and hope in the darkest of places. Because without your presence, the world would be emptier. Hartswell. Used to be lonelier, and love would be harder to recognize, harder to believe in, harder to feel you. You are the living proof that goodness exists, that love exists, that kindness exists, that hope exists, that humanity exists. And for all of that, I need you.